Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Scotiabank Concacaf League. We're in the quarterfinal round, the second leg between Club Deportivo Walter Ferretti from Nicaragua and Tauro FC from Panama. A rather interesting setting in Estadio Eladio Rosabal Cordero in Heredia, Costa Rica. A beautiful night in comparison to what we saw last week. A very interesting first leg, but with a lot of rain. A lot of rain. We had a lot of rain in that game. Tonight, a lot different playing in Costa Rica due to the political situation going on in Nicaragua. Well, Walter Ferretti has to play tonight in Heredia. This is usually the home for Club Sport Herediano, another of the teams right now in the road to the final of the Concacaf League. Last night, Herediano bought the ticket to the semifinal, and that's exactly what Tauro and Walter Ferretti are playing for tonight. So this is the setup. I mean, it's towards the end of the tournament. Rather interesting what we are seeing from this CONCACAF League in the second year. We have to remember that this is a competition that brings the best from Central America and the Caribbean. Right now, we see some of the players coming into the pitch. We're minutes away from getting started. We have to talk about last game. The first leg was very interesting. You see the score 3-1 in favor of Tauro, but it is not exactly the whole story in the scoreline. So we're going to go into that as we get far along this broadcast. We're happy that you are with us. These are some of the pitch conditions. 70 degrees. I mean, really, really good compared to what we saw last week. Like I said before, 68% chance of rain. I mean, it is exactly what players are looking for. We should see pretty interesting 90 minutes. And also, there's the possibility to go along some more time. You can get some free soccer, as we would like to say, later tonight. This is the ceremonial, you know, how the international soccer is exactly going. It needs to be official, and for it to be official, we need to have an anthem. So in a few minutes, we're going to listen to that CONCACAF anthem. And as we get ready for the players to come onto the pitch, I would like to remind you that our referee for tonight is Henry Alberto Bejarano, 39-year-old from Costa Rica, so he's playing at home tonight. We're going to listen to some of the sights and sounds from Estadio Eladio Rosabal Cordero in Heredia, Costa Rica, as we get ready to get started in this second leg of the quarterfinals of the Scotiabank CONCACAF League.
Démosle la bienvenida al Club Deportivo Walter Ferretti y al equipo Tauro FC para este partido de la Liga de Concacaf Scotiabank.
Ah, ok, el que no tiene ya.
just getting ready for the start of the second leg. As we see the players greeting the match referees. We're ready to see the starting lineup for Club Deportivo Walter Ferretti. We see Yatzel Mendoza as a starter tonight after Dennis El Pulpo Espinosa had to be subbed in the last game due to an injury. Of course, Jorge Ellis Benehuete is the captain tonight. Coach Henry Huesito Urbina. Very interesting. Few changes, of course, forced to the red cards we're going to talk about as well. Both captains are getting ready to start this match. We're going to check also the rest of the match officials for tonight. I mentioned before, Henry Bejarano from Costa Rica, Juan Carlos Araya, William Arrieto, and Keilo Herrera, all from Costa Rica, so they're playing at home. This is a home match for Walter Ferretti, which is very important due to the away goal rule. But before I get into that, we see the Tauro Football Club lineup. Of course, Rigoberto Niño, very experienced player. Edwin Aguilar is the captain tonight. Armando Polo and Jan Carlos Vargas are some of the key players. So the coach is Juan Carlos Garcia. We're getting ready to get started. Should be a pretty exciting matchup. Subs, of course, might play a role, especially for Tauro FC, as we see the list of subs available for both coaches. Walter Ferretti is rather fresh coming into the match, playing only the international competition, the Scotiabank Concacaf League. Tauro has a rough start in the first division in Panama. We're just seconds away from getting started. From Estadio Eladio Rosabal Cordero. We're waiting for the okay from Henry Bejarano. As we get ready, we'll see if it's possible for Walter Ferretti to make it to the semifinals for the first time. And also for Tauro, looking for a historic night, getting into the semifinals of the Scotiabank Concacaf League in the second edition. We're all set and we're underway in Estadio Rosabal Cordero. We're coming to you live. As we look into the setup of both teams in the first 10 to 15 minutes, we'll notice this strategy. Will Tauro stay back and wait for Walter Ferretti to attack and maybe use that counter-attack as an option? Or will they go for that goal that will force Walter Ferretti to score 3 goals on them tonight? We'll see what Walter Ferretti can do as Gonzalez pushes the ball through the right. Aguilar trying to chase. That goes way past him. We would have to get into all the details of the aggregate score in a few minutes as we see Juan Carlos Garcia, the coach for Tauro. Fans of Tauro are not very happy with him at the moment because of what the team is doing in the local tournament, but he certainly can change a lot of those comments and thoughts with a win tonight or even a tie. Tauro can even lose tonight by 1 goal and they will be able to advance to the semifinals. So, I mean, Tauro is a heavy favorite tonight, but we'll see what Walter Ferretti can do. Of course, it's a team that has been concentrated only in the Scotiabank Concacaf League, which gives them a lot of rest and, of course, gives them priority for this tournament. In the Nicaraguan First Division, they just started the tournament. They have not played in the first 2 weeks of the season. So far is Tauro with the ball. Walter Ferretti needs 2 goals to advance due to the away goal rule. But so far it's Tauro who's controlling the game. As we see, clear foul, pushing back. Set piece is very important for Tauro. We'll see if this goes into the box. Gonzalez. Here comes Gonzalez with the cross in the box. Oh, he's free in the back post. Very close. Very, very close. The first opportunity of the match comes. Wow, that was very close. A big mistake in the first 3 minutes of the match. Here's another opportunity for Tauro. Polo. Very close. Walter Ferretti certainly doesn't want to give any more chances like that one. Other way, this is going to be decided very, very soon. Here comes Polo with the ball. Moving it back now in the middle. Going back to side. Moving the ball from side to side. Tauro at the moment in control of the match. Gonzalez trying to control the ball. Here's Anderson. The heading. And now here comes Walter Ferretti. Walter Ferretti looking for Wilson and Aguirre to get involved in the game. Also Bruno de Moraes. Here he is. Bruno de Moraes opens up through the left. Here comes Gutierrez with the cross to the back post. Seems a slack touch from Cristian Flores. But now Tauro recovers. We got the first glimpse of Walter Ferretti, who had a very unfortunate start to the first leg. A lot of rain in that match, like we mentioned before. Then they got scored on the 12th minute. Jesus Gonzalez scored for Tauro. And after that, things didn't go well for Walter Ferretti in the first half. So they're going to try to change at least the way they started that match. Here's Gonzalez controlling the ball, a key player for Tauro. Tauro playing in the back for Nino. Using a lot of the experience that Tauro has in Nino and some of these young players that Tauro has in the lineup right now, but they have national team experience. Here's De Moraes. Long ball to the left, trying to chase that ball, but it's going to be possible. Trying to control once again in the middle. Tauro. But it's Hernandez that recovered slightly for Walter Ferretti. Moving the ball back. Long ball, another long ball from Nino. Trying to get to Edwin Aguilar, but he can't control that ball. And it's now Jesse Lopez. A few changes for Tauro from last week's lineup. 3 changes. As you see the replay, yeah, there's a clear foul. Well, The referee didn't see it that way. Coming through the right side once again. So far, we haven't seen from Walter Ferretti the capabilities that they have offensively. Tauro has proven in the first leg and also this first seven minutes that they are in control of the series, but things can change very quickly in these humming away matchups. One goal could change things drastically, so Walter Ferretti needs to take advantage of these opportunities as we see it right now. Trying to get a hold of the midfield. Bonilla for Gutierrez. Now it's Bonilla again. Bonilla with Bruno de Moraes. Bonilla trying to open up to the right with Flores. Flores with the cross. To the back, there's no one there. Good news so far in the last minute for Walter Ferretti with Flores, Bonilla, and Bruno de Moraes getting touches. That's exactly what they're looking for. First 10 minutes of the match. Trying to get a feel of the conditions. Remember, they're not playing in the Estadio Nacional in Managua. They're playing in Heredia. So certainly a different situation for Walter Ferretti. Here comes the cross in the back. It's Gonzalez. He's going to take the shot. Moving it back to Aguilar. Goal! 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 9th minute. Gonzalez gets the ball in the box. With a beautiful pass to Aguilar with the shot on the top. Impossible for Yatzel Mendoza. As we see the replay, onside Gonzalez controls. He knows already where Edwin Aguilar is, passes the ball, and takes the shot to the top corner. Impossible for the goalkeeper. And now Tauro is in control. Exactly what they were looking for in the first 10 minutes of the match. All the momentum that Walter Ferretti could have come to into this game is now gone. But we'll see what they can do. They need 3 goals. And here they were close to getting at least one of those 3 with a cross. But you know, it is interesting how the energy can change from a team like Walter Ferretti. We'll see what they can do in set pieces right now. Here comes the header over the bar for Walter Ferretti. It was René Huete, captain. It was close to scoring. Now they need 3 goals, 80 minutes. There's nothing impossible in the world of football, but this could be getting close to a miracle for Walter Ferretti. Another corner kick. There's a second try for Walter Ferretti with no success. Looking for another cross. Right in the middle of the box in the header. Very close. It looks like Walter Ferretti is getting ready to score, but they cannot miss any more chances. René Huete, Jorge Ellis, they have been close enough, but there's no room for mistakes like the one they had just a few minutes ago. As you can see, Tauro leads now 4-1. So 3 goals from Walter Ferretti will help them tie the series. They need 4 to win it. And here comes another foul. Jesse Lopez having trouble with Justin Simmons. Here comes another free kick right into the box. Looking for Aguilar, for Polo. And it's Jesus Gonzalez who's going to take the free kick. We'll see if he even scores from there. Anderson is also in the box. Look at him, number 27, moving around. Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes the free kick. Whoa. And the wall. Basically, Jesse Lopez to stop that center. Here comes Walter Ferretti. Polo gets the rebound. Careful with Polo. Takes the cross, looking for Aguilar. Headed back. And now here comes Walter Ferretti, but once again, it's Anderson. Anderson plays back. It's just hard for Walter Ferretti right now to just get a hold of the ball. It's impossible for them to dominate the midfield. They just impose themselves into this match. Here's Carrasquilla. Carrasquilla, nice movement by Gonzalez, who gets the ball. Here comes the cross to the back post, again looking for Aguilar. Oh, that was very close by Boni on that challenge. It's Justin Simmons with the ball. Simmons to Flores. Flores looking for Aguilar, and now it's back to the right side. Here's Anderson. Anderson, just the physicality of the Tauro players makes a difference into the matchup. I mean, you can see Gonzalez moving around, helping with the build-up, and then you can see through the wings Anderson. You can see Simmons, Aguilar, Polo. It's just a tough matchup for Walter Ferretti at the moment. Carrasquilla moving the ball back. Walter Ferretti needing 4 goals, and they have all of the 11 players on their own field. That needs to change for Walter Ferretti to even have a possibility to get into the semifinals of the Scotiabank Concacaf League. Here comes another long ball to the right. No rush for Tauro. Here's Nino playing back. McFarlane. Edwin Aguilar scored his 3rd goal of the Scotiabank Concacaf League. 1 more than Armando Polo and 2 more than Jesus Gonzalez. But certainly, Jesus Gonzalez has at least a 50% of that goal. With that great control and then great pass also. Just knowing the movements of Aguilar, knowing each other pretty well. You can see it in those type of plays. So here comes Walter Ferretti once again, and there's a foul from Bruno de Moraes, Brazilian. Knowing exactly what they have to do, knowing exactly what this game means for not only the fans, but also the coaching staff. Tauro doesn't look at all like a team that hasn't won a game in the Panamanian First Division. They look like a very compact side. And that happens in the world of football. Having trouble in the league doesn't mean you're gonna have trouble in the cup. So that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Gonzalez opens up through the left. Looking for Gutierrez, and now back with Rolando Botello. Botello passes to Carrasquilla. Now the ball is in control of Walter Ferretti. We'll see if they can run. We'll see if they can get a couple of touches. Bonilla can't connect. That connection between Bonilla and Bruno de Moraes needs to be perfect from here on. Here's Botello. In back with Vargas. Now Niño. This is Anderson. Anderson again with Botello. Botello with Vargas. Back in the middle. That's Anderson. Now Aguilar also trying to get involved. And at some point, Walter Ferretti needs to come up and just pressure, trying to get a hold of the ball. There's the pass from Justin Simmons, but there's an offside flag. Ferretti trying to get a couple touches, getting the field of the ball. To get into the rhythm of play, Jesse Lopez. Win it way, way back to Rene Huete. Oh, here comes Gonzalez. Trying to pass the ball. Gonzalez having a good night and having a good week overall because he got called up to the Panamanian national team by Gary Stempel, the interim coach, and he will be available for selection for the game against Venezuela. Here comes a cross from Walter Ferretti from the left, and it's Jan Vargas who clears. There's still trouble for Tauro. Back again to the left. There's exactly no reason why Walter Ferretti needs to risk the ball in that way, but it is the pressure, the situation. Tauro leading 4-1. Walter Ferretti players know they have to score 1 or 2 times in the first half to put pressure on Tauro. Here comes the long ball. He's onside! No, says the referee. It's a beautiful play. So the motivation is there for Jesus Gonzalez. Very tight. The motivation is there for Jesus Gonzalez. He's gonna get a shot at representing his country once again. He did it this year in a friendly match between Panama and Trinidad and Tobago, but he could do it again against Venezuela in September. He did not make the trip to Russia, but a new cycle is getting started in Panama, and maybe he's part of it. He's certainly playing like it. Here comes the cross, again for Aguilar, the header. Oh my God! The bicycle kick, very, very close. Armando Polo, look at that. Edwin Aguilar and the bicycle kick from Armando Polo. Very nice, very creative. Not much space into that. found a way to take a shot. Very close by Armando Polo, who hasn't appeared very much in the match. He's certainly a key player for Tauro. Getting past the 22-minute mark, and Tauro is winning the aggregate by 4-1. So we talked about Walter Ferretti having a better start than what they did in the first leg, and it didn't go that way, but it was much worse what they encountered in the first leg. Even though they scored in the 23rd minute from a penalty spot, Bruno de Moraes scored for Walter Ferretti, but Almeida was sent off at the 33rd minute. Then they got scored on the 43rd minute by Armando Polo. And in the start of the second half, their goalkeeper, El Pulpo Espinosa, had to be subbed out by because of injury. So, I mean, if we look back into the series, we're going to have to take into account everything that occurred in that first half. And as we see a handball here. And we're going to have to take notice of those 3 to 4 important points, game changers. As we see the clear handball here. There's Walter Ferretti trying to build up play, but just too far away. Bonilla, they need to come and look for the ball. Here's Bonilla looking for the ball from their defenders. Hernandez, back again to Bonilla. Nahuete, Lopez. Lopez with Huete. Now Hernandez, long ball, another long ball. Let's see. No. Gutierrez couldn't get a hold of that ball. That connection between the defense and the midfield is not happening right now. Either Bonilla needs to come and look for the ball, or Cristian Flores. And then help Bruno de Moraes, the Brazilian, finish up the play. But so far that is not happening for Walter Ferretti, and that's why they're having trouble with the ball. Let's see if they can do it this time. Oh, wow. That was a good ball, but great coverage by Tauro. Wilson for Bonilla. This is Cristian Flores. Cristian Flores passes the ball to Gutierrez and loses. And now here comes Armando Polo. Armando Polo to Gonzalez. Gonzalez opens up to the left. A lot of room. Here's gonna come the cross. Here comes the shot. Mendoza. Nothing there, but a lot of room to work with. So not exactly what we were thinking of the match so far. First 25 minutes. And it's Tauro with the ball, and Walter Ferretti looking to take advantage of the counter-attack. Here's a foul from Jean Vargas on Bruno de Moraes. We'll see if, oh, this is a clear foul. Yeah, the foul was on Ervin Aguirre, excuse me. Here comes Aguirre. He's gonna take the free kick. Look at the movement in the box. Look for René Huete, Manuel Gutierrez, defenders, but they have one before. Here comes the cross. Oh, looked like it was an easy ball for Oscar McFarlane, but it ends up in a corner kick. Good cross by Erwin Aguirre. Here comes another one right into the box, and it hits the post. Once again, René Huete really close. Here comes another cross. Huete is gonna take the shot. Now he decides to push the ball to the side. Here comes another cross, and now the Tauro defense clears. Walter Ferretti. Here comes another shot, but not enough. Gonzalez trying to get a hold of the ball, but it's Lopez. Flores. And here comes in the counter-attack Tauro. Gonzalez knows the score, knows that Walter Ferretti is getting closer and closer to scoring, and he decides to just take his time. Moving the ball to the left. This is John Vargas. Back to the middle. Alberto Carrasquilla, as we see the replay. As close as we have seen Walter Ferretti get to scoring tonight. Set pieces have certainly been an option tonight for Walter Ferretti, but no luck. As we see a foul from Gonzalez. Another long ball from Vargas, looking for Aguilar. Huete wins that duel. Here comes another long ball. It's gonna be a ball for McFarlane. He just lets it go, and it's gonna be a goal kick. Here we see, what a good ball from Jesus Gonzalez. And then one touch for Aguilar to the top. And that's the goal for Tauro. One of the key moments in this first half. Not only because of what it represents, being 4-1, but because Walter Ferretti at that moment, they were not playing great, but at least they had the momentum of playing a home match, even though they're playing in Costa Rica, but they had a different mentality, a new opportunity in the first minutes of the match, thinking we need to score 2 goals and we're in the semifinals of the Concacaf League. But that changes everything. So we see a foul on Bruno de Moraes.
En el centro. Pégate ahí, niño, pégate ahí. Oh, el que está por fuera.
We'll see what Walter Ferretti can do. 31st minute. First half of the second leg of the Scotiabank Concacaf League.
Niño, deja botella ahí, ven acá, pues.
We'll see if Wilson takes the shot. Looks like he's gonna cross. That's what he does, looking for the Moraes. Now here comes the long ball by Tauro. That is the aggregate score. 4-1 for Tauro. Gonzalez with the ball in the midfield. Passing it back to Simmons. Now back to Gonzalez in the midfield. Jean Vargas. Vargas to Gonzalez. Gonzalez playing everywhere tonight. Niño to Aguilar. Aguilar to Carrasquilla. Carrasquilla. Again to Niño. Long ball from Niño. Looking for Armando Polo. The rebound gets to Gonzalez. And now here's Aguilar with all the room in the world. He's going to come across. Aguilar with the cross. Oh, he takes the shot. He surprised everybody. But not Mr. Jatzel Mendoza. Who stayed in the first post and was able to send the ball to the corner kick. Now it's time for Armando Polo to take this corner kick, but Henry Bejarano has a few words first. Here comes the cross! Goal! 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 Here comes the second one of the night for Tauro. Armando Polo with the cross. And it's Anderson who scores with a free header. As we see it one more time, Anderson with the header. And Tauro is getting closer and closer to that semifinal in the Scotiabank Concacaf League. We see the header one more time. And Juan Carlos Garcia celebrates because he knows his team is getting closer and closer to a pretty historic moment for the club. Ivan Anderson scores his first goal of the Scotiabank Concacaf League. And now the aggregate score is 5-1 for the Panamanian side. 5-1 over Club Walter Ferretti. We'll see what Walter Ferretti can do in the rest of the match. An uphill battle for the Nicaraguan side. A four-time champion of the Nicaraguan First Division. Key moments in the match for Tauro were, of course, the first goal scored by Edwin Aguilar, but also just minutes later, the response from Walter Ferretti came through headers from the captain, René Huete, and one of them hit the post, which at the moment could have sparked this team back into life, but that did not happen. And Tauro took advantage of the second mistake by the Walter Ferretti defense. And that's why they are up 5-1 on the aggregate. Just taking advantage of the opportunities when they are available for you. It's an art impossible to master in football, but it looks like Tauro are making a pretty good effort tonight. Here comes Walter Ferretti. Vargas recovers the ball. Clears, but it goes straight to Bruno de Moraes. Bonilla. Bonilla trying to connect with Lopez. And now it's Anderson, but Henry Bejarano stops play as Gonzalez got hit with the ball. It's fine. We're getting into the last 10 minutes of the first half. We're coming to you from Estadio Eladio Rosabal Cordero. Here's Jesus Gonzalez. The conditions of the field in the first leg in Estadio Rommel Fernández were not as favorable for Gonzalez. But tonight we're seeing the best of him. We're seeing the reason why he was called up to the national team. As we see the replay, there was a foul as well from Erwin Aguirre. And here's McFarlane. Aguilar with the ball. Not until Henry Bejarano calls a handball. Here's Rodrigo Hernandez. Pushing the ball to the right with Lopez. Lopez once again in the right. There's not a lot of room to work with. Tauro has done a really good job with key players like Lopez, Bonilla, Flores. They don't give them much room. Here comes De Moraes. De Moraes to Bonilla, De Moraes. Here comes the shot from Aguirre. Too high for Aguirre, but certainly one of the few moments in the match where Walter Ferretti found some space. But still, it was far away from goal. Very difficult shot. Another foul in the midfield, this time by Rolando Botello. De Moraes. Captain René Huete. Here comes Flores. Flores. With the shot. This is Bonilla. Jesse Lopez one more time through the right. Trying to build up play. Huete. First time touch. For Gutierrez. This is Bruno. Bruno de Moraes. Now this is Flores. Getting into the box. Bruno de Moraes trying to control the ball. This is Bonilla one more time. The intensity is still there for some of the Walter Ferretti players. They're trying to get back into the match. For that, they need at least 2 goals. Comes Bonilla. But then again, Jesus Gonzalez with the ball. Just a tough matchup so far for Walter Ferretti. Tauro is in control of the series with a little bit more than 50 minutes to play. But anything could happen. Here comes Anderson. Long ball looking for Aguilar once again. Point of reference for this Tauro team is Edwin Aguilar, the experienced player. Armando Polo. Those 2 players, everybody on this team can count on, and they look for them constantly. They're big and strong, and they have the experience of playing in this type of matches. Here comes another long ball through the left for Walter Ferretti. clear foul in the midfield by Rodrigo Hernandez. Far lane opens up to the right to Anderson, and now back to the middle. Here comes who else but Rolando Botello, who's doing a great job in the midfield, helping the defenders connect with the midfield. Comes Rigoberto Niño with the long ball. Once again, looking for Aguilar, Edwin Aguilar, moving around as well, making it difficult for the Walter Ferretti defenders to predict where he's going to be and where the ball is going. Opens up to the left now, Walter Ferretti once again, looking for Manuel Gutierrez. Comes Hernandez. He can't get a hold of the ball. René Huete, Captain René Huete, playing through the middle with Hernandez. Hernandez now looking to open up through the left. This is Manuel Gutierrez. Manuel Gutierrez passes the ball to Flores. He's gonna come the shot for Walter Ferretti. Joan Bonilla taking the shot, putting pressure for the first time on Oscar McFarlane to stay back, but not strong enough for Johan Bonilla. And Walter Ferretti lets another opportunity go. Here comes Walter Ferretti now through the middle. Rodrigo Hernandez, who's setting himself up in the middle of the pitch, just directing traffic for Walter Ferretti, and so far the last 10 minutes doing a good job. Here comes a heavy challenge. We're gonna have one more minute in the first half. See? Yeah, could have been an easy yellow, and it was for Henry Bejarano, experienced referee. And it's going to be a yellow card for Rolando Botello, as we see. The second goal for Tauro was Ivan Anderson with his first in the Scotiabank Concacaf League. Here comes the cross. The rebound, Bonilla is going to take the shot. Not enough real estate for Cristian Flores, as he tried to either send the ball back into play or just take a shot. And that's going to be it for the first half. After 2 goals from Tauro FC, the Panamanian side is in control of the series against Club Deportivo Walter Ferretti. And then Edwin Aguilar and Anderson scored, and 5-1 is the aggregate. We're going to take a look at the stats of the first 45 minutes. 33% for Club Walter Ferretti on that possession, 67% for Tauro. 5 shots for Tauro and 4 for Walter Ferretti. Only 1 under, that's essentially the reality of the series. Tauro with the 67% is in control of this second leg as well here in Heredia, Costa Rica. We will be back with more, the second half of Walter Ferretti and Tauro FC. We're going to take a look into the best of this first half between Walter Ferretti and Tauro. Here comes the first opportunity for Jean Vargas, crossing to the back post from Jesus Gonzalez. And here's going to, well, this is actually the key play of the first half, because like I've mentioned before, Walter Ferretti had the momentum going into the second leg, knowing that they had a shot of scoring 2 goals and making it to the semifinals. But Jesus Gonzalez controls this ball, and without looking, just knowing where Edwin Aguilar is supposed to be, pushes the ball to the back, and then Edwin Aguilar scores the first goal of the match. And then, again, Tauro with the ball. This time Armando Polo had a shot, a nice bicycle kick. René Huete here, one of the key players also for Walter Ferretti. The captain had that opportunity with the header, and he was not fortunate, but Ivan Anderson was, because he had a lot more room to work with. A nice cross from a corner kick by Armando Polo, and the header just impossible for Yatzel Mendoza. And that made it 2-0. And 5-1 on the aggregate for Tauro, who was just the better team so far in the first 45 minutes. And essentially, now Walter Ferretti is gonna get back into the locker room, get a different mentality, and just have a better showing. That's what they need to do to close up this opportunity of participating in the Concacaf League. We'll be back with more. And we're back to Estadio Eladio Rosabal Cordero as Tauro and Walter Ferretti get ready to start the second half. The score of tonight's match is 2-0 in favor of Tauro. Edwin Aguilar scored in the 9th minute, assisted by Jesus Gonzalez, and then in the 33rd, Ivan Anderson, after a corner kick from Armando Polo, scored the second goal of the night for the Panamanian side. The aggregate score is 5-1 in favor of Tauro. So pretty much an uphill battle for Walter Ferretti. Tauro looking to make it into the semifinal of the Scotiabank Concacaf League. We'll see what that guy has ready for us in the second half. Henry Huesito Urbina. We'll see if there's a miracle in store for the home side Walter Ferretti tonight here in Heredia. We are already just waiting for Henry Bejarano. And there we go. It's the start of the second half for Walter Ferretti. We have to give it up for Walter Ferretti, because even though the score is not favorable, they have been pushing forward, looking for that goal, looking to get as much as they can from this opportunity. For this group of players, the mentality in an international competition should always be that way. So that's credit to Henry Urbina and his coaching staff, and also to the players showing commitment from the first minute until the last one. Now, they need to have a good showing in this last 45 minutes. This is a team that in the round of 16, they also had to play their home matches away from Estadio Nacional in Managua. So it hasn't been an easy tournament for Walter Ferretti. Facing Club Franciscain, they had to go to penalty kicks where they ended up beating 4-1 the Caribbean side, and after a 1-1 tie after the 180 minutes. So it hasn't been easy for Walter Ferretti, but a lot of positives can be taken out, especially coming into the start of the season for them locally in Nicaragua. There's a foul. And this could very easily be another yellow card, and it is for Siemens. Heavy challenge over Brazilian Bruno de Moraes. And it is the second yellow of the match. Both of them for Tauro FC. Now, Tauro needs to be smart with this type of challenges, as we see Lopez trying to get some room, but there's a foul. Tauro is pretty much in control, but with heavy challenges and looking into the possibility of suspended players coming into the next round is something that they want to stay away from. Here's Botello. Botello through the middle with Gonzalez. Gonzalez back to Botello. Botello now in the middle with Carrasquilla. Carrasquilla. Jean Vargas. A lot of patience by Tauro ever since the start of the match. They wanted to score that goal, but they essentially knew they had to control the ball. That was the main objective. There was no way of Walter Ferretti scoring without having the ball. So they play good defense, but not waiting for Walter Ferretti, but having the ball and just taking any possibility away from the Nicaraguan side. So a good strategy that has worked for them so far. It's Niño. Niño trying to push the ball through. Gonzalez. Gonzalez for Polo. He's offside. Was a previous foul there. As we see the replay. Again, very tight. But an offside after all. Walter Ferretti came into this match without conceding goals at home, but that changed pretty quickly, especially in the first half. So we see Juan Carlos Garcia. Here comes a shot from outside the box. This time it was Cristian Flores who tried, but then again the shot went wide. Finding the space has been hard enough for players from Walter Ferretti, and when they get a glimpse of it, they just rush and take the shot. But Bonilla and Flores have been key for them not being able to connect with each other or with Bruno de Moraes. It's something that was on the scouting report for Tauro when it comes to Walter Ferretti. Here comes Tauro once again looking for the third goal of the night. Polo, the first touch, nice ball. And here comes Tauro once again, the shot! There it goes over the bar. Once again, the build-up play by Tauro has been really, really good. With Simmons going this time, knowing that they have the room, knowing that Walter Ferretti is going to have to leave some space in the back. Simmons, Carrasquilla, and Butelio, who are midfielders, know when the time is right to go forward and find a room to take the shot. Solid performance overall by Tauro so far in the second leg. I would say even better than what they did in the first leg. Here comes Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking for Polo. And the rebound, but there's a foul over Yatsil Mendoza. It was Polo looking for the ball. Here comes Walter Ferretti to the left. Was Aguirre looking to get a hold of the ball on that side of the field. Aguirre once again. Castro. Castro, not enough room. Now looking back. Finds Bruno. Bruno now with Hernandez. Hernandez opens up to the right with Lopez. Lopez in the one-on-one. And here comes the first sub for Tauro. Now Juan Garcia trying to rest some of his best players. And it's Gonzalez who's coming off. And Chiari. And that's the first sub of the match. Jesus Gonzalez is coming off. And Gabriel Chiari comes on in the 53rd minute. As we see a foul in the edge of the box. And here comes another opportunity for Walter Ferretti. We'll see if this is the time for René Huete, who has been so close in the match. Bruno Moraes. Bruno. Once again. Jean Vargas in the first post. Another opportunity for Bruno. Bruno with Bonilla. Bonilla. Anderson. And here comes once again Tauro. They just know exactly what they're doing. They just know where to go, what to do. They know exactly the tendencies of Walter Ferretti. They know that René Huete needs to go forward in all set pieces because he's a very important part of them. As we see now Armando Polo moving back a little bit, getting into the role that Jesus Gonzalez had during the first 53 minutes of the match. Here comes Anderson through the right. Bonilla very close, but not enough. Vargas now opens up with Gutierrez. Here comes Tauro once again, is Botello. Carrasquilla with the ball in the middle. The winner of this series that is now leading Tauro 5-1. As we see another shot for Aguilar. Aguilar for Polo. Lets it go. Chiari very close but able to control inside the box. Here comes the cross once again. But Elix clears for Walter Ferretti. Just the second ball, having trouble with the second ball. Tauro. Here comes the shot from outside the box. It goes wide. So we see the conversation between Juan Carlos Garcia and Jesus Gonzalez. The coach must be very happy with what Gonzalez did tonight. Very active. And I'm sure he wants some of this to translate to the local competition, to the Liga Panameña Football, where Tauro is in last place. We're gonna see the first sub as well for Walter Ferretti. Leaving the match is Johan Bonilla. Coming in is Jeffrey Chavez. Here comes the cross. Easy for Yatzel Mendoza. Jeffrey Chavez, one of the goal scorers for Walter Ferretti in the Scotiabank Concacaf League. We'll see if he can do it again tonight. The winner of, as we get the ball, for Tauro. Polo. Polo to Aguilar. And now to Chiari. Now back to Polo. And it's Mendoza who gets the best of that build-up play. Here comes Walter Ferretti. Now looking through the middle with Bruno. Bruno. Back to Hernandez, and Hernandez back to Bruno. The movement on the top is not there for the Brazilian, who was looking for Christian Flores to move into the box. The movement was not there, and he ended up giving away the ball. Here comes once again Tauro. Now looking through the left with Simmons. Simmons to Botello. Now Chiari, the left. Here comes the cross. And René Huete appears in the right moment. Henry Bejarano trying to get a hold of the match. He has been done a pretty good job the first 59 minutes, but he cannot allow this type of behavior from the players, especially in a match like this one where the scoreline pretty much dictates the energy of both teams. So we have the second sub of the match for Tauro. Coming out is Edwin Aguilar. And coming in, Enrico Smo. So here comes Walter Ferretti. Bruno, he can take the shot. Holds onto the ball and opens up to the right with Lopez. Oh man, look at Simmons. Look at Simmons. Simmons playing like it's the 5th minute of a tie game, with all the energy, looking for the ball. Just showing the commitment of Tauro to winning this series. They already lead 5-1, but he doesn't want to take any chances. Here comes Anderson with the ball. To the right. Here's Chiari with the cross. The back post and the shot! Oh boy, so close for Tauro. Simmons. Look at the cross coming from the right. And all by himself appears Simmons, but Mendoza stayed strong in the back. What a great opportunity for Tauro. We're just talking about how Simmons reacted defensively, and 2 minutes later, he's in the box all by himself, ready to score, but Mendoza with a great reaction, the goalkeeper. Comes Simmons again with the long ball, looking for Armando Polo. Armando Polo controls and now moves it back. This is Botello. Botello with Anderson. He scored for Tauro tonight. Now to Carrasquilla. Carrasquilla looking for Botello and finds him, a clear foul. And there it is. There's the whistle and the first yellow card of the match for Walter Ferretti. Tensions are running high for Walter Ferretti. Players know that they are in trouble. And Rene Huete gets the yellow card in the 62nd minute. Looks like it's going to be Simmons to take the free kick. 63rd minute. Comes the free kick for Tauro. The shot! Oh my! So close for Simmons. For a minute, I thought there was a goal there. You were 2 seconds away from hearing me go at that goal. And that was it for Simmons. Look at that. Very close. So that's it for Simmons. And Juan Balanta comes in. And here he is. Balanta through the left. Cristian Flores. Nice effort, knowing that Lopez was in trouble. Lopez looks exhausted. And he's gonna come off the match. There he is. Jesse Lopez. Coming on is Milton Calderon. Here comes the corner kick. And Calderon with the ball. Now Bruno. Bruno trying to connect with Aguirre, but the long ball goes exactly where McFarlane wants it to be, in his hands. '65th minute. Second leg of the quarterfinals of the Scotiabank Concacaf League. Tauro in control, leading 5-1 in the aggregate. Very close to making it to the semifinals for the first time. Here comes Chiari. Not a good ball, but here comes Walter Ferretti. You never know when you're going to be back in international competition. So Walter Ferretti might as well take the last minutes of the match to prove that they belong in this tournament. Here's another challenge in the middle of the field from Armando Polo. The Nicaraguan fans that made the trip wanted a yellow card. See, well, they had an argument there. But Henry Bejarano said no. Bejarano, a very experienced referee in CONCACAF region. He was the match official for the 2015 CONCACAF Champions League final. Here's Chiari. Now to Carrasquilla. Carrasquilla. Back to Chiari, now Botello. Botello with Balanta, Balanta with Vargas, and now again with Balanta. Balanta. Moving the ball from side to side, Tauro. Here's Botello, Botello with the long ball. Looking for Enrico Small, who's now playing as a center forward. Here comes Tauro. Look at the speed coming through the right from Carrasquilla. Showing some of the pace that we haven't seen in the game from Carrasquilla. Finding some room, but the cross was not good enough. Here comes Bruno once again. Bruno de Moraes. Hernandez. Hernandez. Flores. Flores with Calderon. Now back again with Flores. No help for Flores at all from Calderon. Now he gets it. Calderon trying to... Oh, there's a foul. That could have been a yellow as well. But Bejarano said no, the foul was clear. By Jorge Gutierrez. Looks like Henry Bejarano was close to showing René Huete. Another yellow card. Oh no, there it is. There was a yellow card for Gutierrez, for Jorge Gutierrez. So here comes another opportunity for Walter Ferretti. Bruno with the cross in the back. Too strong. It's just too much from Bruno de Moraes, who scored in the first leg from the penalty spot. On his first Scotiabank Concacaf League match, Bruno de Moraes entered a select list of Brazilian players scoring in the tournament. Robinson Luis, leader for Walter Ferretti, and Ricardinho from Santa Tecla. Here comes Balanta. Has a lot of room to work with. Balanta looking for Polo. Here comes Chiari once again for Tauro. The shot from small. And that deflection puts it in the corner kick. Balanta getting a lot of room. A lot of fresh legs for Tauro now, getting into the rhythm of play and just once again putting pressure on the Walter Ferretti defense. Here comes another corner kick. The first post, another opportunity this time. Anderson can control. And here comes Bruno de Moraes again. How many times have we seen Bruno trying to build up play, but just not having that connection with the rest of his teammates? I guess that will come with time for the Brazilian, who's just getting into knowing his teammates from Walter Ferretti. Here comes the cross from the left, and Vargas. There's no communication between Vargas and McFarlane. There was no threat, absolutely. Walter Ferretti. Here comes the cross from the left. Vargas, very close to putting it into his own net. Here comes Bonilla. Bonilla once again in a 2-against-1 situation. Walter Ferretti players could never stay away from that during the entire match. Bonilla again with the cross and the header from Bruno. It was Huete finally with the header. And here comes the final sub for Walter Ferretti. Samuel Wilson is coming off. And Danilo Zúñiga will play the last 18 minutes of the match for Walter Ferretti. Here comes Chiari. Tauro wants to score at least one more goal. We'll see if they can do it. Tejo controls in the middle and passes for Chiari. Chiari moving back to Nino. Nice play by Nino in the one-on-one. Here comes the ball. It's Enrico Small. Enrico Small couldn't control. He couldn't decide whether he wanted to take the shot or pass the ball. And that's where he got into trouble. It ended up being an easy ball for Mendoza. Zúñiga. Now Calderon. Was Flores. Now Hernandez. Now Bruno once again. There's no movement. No movement. Bruno gets the ball. And all the Walter Ferretti players just wait for him to do something special. There's Bonilla trying to do something special himself. But getting into difficult situation where he needs to face 2 to 3 defenders. Usually ends up far away from goal. Here comes the cross once again. We'll see if this is, no, not gonna happen for Walter Ferretti. He kept trying from different angles, sending crosses all over the night, from left and right. They never had that precision. They never had that opportunity they were looking for. Here comes Bruno. And now it's Tauro once again. There's room, he's onside. Here comes Armando Polo. Armando Polo looks for Balanta. Balanta is in the box. And the challenge. A pretty good one from Calderon. Tauro is getting closer and closer to that third goal. Walter Ferretti is not as sharp defensively as they were at some point in this match. Both teams looking to score at least one more time. Here comes the shot from outside the box. Aguirre. So we see it once again. Couldn't get a hold of the ball. So we see Huesito. Oh, here comes Tauro. This is Armando Polo with the shot, and once again Renehuete. Balanta. Opens up to the right. Yari. Botello. Again Balanta. Gonna look to the right side. Enrico Small. Yari. And there comes Walter Ferretti. Could this be the one? No. Once again, too strong. From Mervin Aguirre. It's not the result that the fans from Walter Ferretti wanted from tonight. But they have things to look forward with this team. They have some good players. And they have a good coaching staff. And that has shown tonight, not exactly in the level of play, but in the mentality of this team. Fighting all night. Here comes Anderson. Anderson with the cross! Goal! 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 Here comes the third one for Tauro. Enrico Small with the header. Again, inside the box. We'll see a beautiful ball coming through the right. And the header from Enrico Small. And Tauro, it's 3-0. Just a perfect cross from Anderson. He's making his way into the list for man of the match. Enrico Small in the 78th minute scores his first goal in Scotiabank Concacaf League action. And now it's a 6-1 scoring the aggregate. We'll see how Walter Ferretti responds. Here comes Calderon to the right. This is Bonilla.
Sácalo, sácalo, sácalo.
Los Flores.
Buena, buena, Chari, buena. Vive en el centro, Botello. Balanta, ciérrate un poquito ahí,
Last minutes of the match. Here comes Walter Ferretti trying to score. Walter Ferretti. With the shot. But Oscar McFarlane, no rebound. Strong in the back, the experienced goalkeeper. Solid performance by McFarlane, 37-year-old. Here comes Walter Ferretti once again. Bruno. This time Aguirre made the run, but Bruno did not pass the ball. Hernandez. Back to Bruno de Moraes. Bruno with Aguirre trying to connect. But it's Chiari with the ball. And here comes with the ball Anderson once again. Another cross by Anderson. And this time it goes too far. But here comes Balanta. Balanta with the 1-2 with Armando Polo. But the shot goes wide. For Balanta, look at Juan Carlos Garcia. You can only imagine what is going through his mind as we see a yellow card for Ivan Anderson. Juan Carlos Garcia, after a rough start in Liga Panameña football, must be enjoying pretty much his time in Concacaf League. They haven't had trouble scoring, but it's just a matter of putting a full 90 minutes of good football, and I think they have done that tonight. So this will certainly be a match to remember for them in the season. Of course, they have the opportunity to represent Panama in the semifinals, where Liga Panameña football already has Árabe Unido, who will be visiting the Estadio Eladio Rosabal Cordero to face Club Sport Herediano. Tauro will be facing the winner of the matchup between Portmore United and Motagua. The second leg of that matchup will start in just a few minutes. Motagua leading 3-2 after a 94th minute in the first 94th minute goal in the first leg in Estadio Nacional in Tegucigalpa. Here comes Balanta. Can take the shot, but looks first for Armando Polo. Armando Polo wants to score. He's going to take the shot. He takes the shot! And Mendoza. Armando Polo. Really close, but Yesel Mendoza. And here comes Walter Ferretti. Aguilar. That was very close for Walter Ferretti. For the first time, they found all the room in the world. Very close for Walter Ferretti. And now comes Polo, the long ball. Here comes Polo, takes the shot, takes off the goalkeeper, the defender, and puts it wide. Jose Armando Polo having a great opportunity to score the 4th goal for Tauro. As we see the replay. No goalkeeper, just a defender to go, and René Huete, with the last second challenge, puts it in a corner kick. Here comes another corner kick. Very long one. Last 6 minutes of the match, and both teams are getting a lot of room to work with. Walter Ferretti looking for the long ball. Here's Anderson. Anderson trying to prevent a corner kick, but he's not successful. Both teams looks exhausted. Here comes Ferretti. Calderon takes a shot over the bar. It's a 6-1 aggregate so far that is taking Tauro to the semifinals of the Concacaf League. And here we see a continuation of the conversation between Juan Carlos Garcia and Jesus Gonzalez. We saw part of it as Gonzalez came off the pitch in the second half. And now we see the continuation. A lot to work with in Tauro. And Jesus Gonzalez is a big part of the changes that need to be made into this team. Here comes another ball, and this time it's Balanta. Mendoza. The score will never tell how good a match Mendoza had. Yatsel Mendoza, who is not the regular starter for Walter Ferretti. As we see again, very active Mendoza. He prevented at least 3 goals. So overall, a good night for the goalkeeper. Here comes Walter Ferretti. Another cross, and the header! And over the line, McFarlane. So close for Walter Ferretti. Christian Flores with the header. As we see it one more time. Very close for Walter Ferretti, who continues to fight for that goal. But here comes Tauro. This is Balanta trying to save the ball, and he does. No, he doesn't. So we see the replay. Here comes Calderon through the right. Another long ball. This time directly to Chiari. Bruno de Moraes gets the ball. Fans want him to take the shot. But here comes Gutierrez. Gutierrez for Carrasquilla. Carrasquilla for Chiari once again. Chiari for Balanta, the movement. Chiari. Going back to Botello. Now Anderson. Gutierrez looking for that long ball, but first Calderon sends it for the throw-in. Vargas. Now Balanta. Botello taking the shot! to the post, a shot by Botello. Very close for Botello. Everybody wants to score now for Tauro. Was overall the better team. And here comes Tauro once again. Valanta. Polo! Second shot, second opportunity for Polo. With no luck this time. First it was René Huete who saved the goal. And now once again Mendoza. Just a great performance by Tauro. They were the better team the first and the second leg. They took advantage of the opportunities. As we see the cross by Anderson and the goal by Enrico Small. Just Enrico Small getting all the Mufa out. We're gonna have 2 more minutes and it's gonna be official. Tauro will be in the Scotiabank Concacaf League semifinals. Walter Ferretti putting the final touches. Into their second appearance in the tournament. Here comes the cross through the left. Oh, a shot for Walter Ferretti. There's no luck for Walter Ferretti. As we're getting close to the end of the match. Congratulations to all the Tauro faithful. Huge accomplishment for the team, being able to qualify to the semifinals of a really tough tournament. As we see, here comes Enrico Small, and again Mendoza. The last one in, there's a PK. Yes, there's a clear foul by Hernandez. Enrico Small had the shot right in front of Mendoza, but Yatzel Mendoza prevented the goal, but then a clear foul from Rodrigo Hernandez. And we'll see, it is going to be Armando Polo. After 2 chances right in front of Mendoza, Armando Polo doesn't want to leave the match without scoring, so we'll see if he can do it this time. 93rd minute. Armando Polo, and he scores. Goal, 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 goal. Armando Polo puts the final touch into this huge victory from Tauro from the penalty spot. Armando Polo scores his 3rd goal of the Scotiabank Concacaf League. In the 93rd minute on a 7-1 aggregate, and Henry Alberto Bejarano makes it official. Tauro is in the semifinals of the Scotiabank Concacaf League. Ivan Anderson is our man of the match on this solid performance by the Panamanian side, who's going to be looking forward to facing Portmore United or Motagua in the semifinal in a few weeks. Overall, great performance by Armando Polo, Enrique Small, Ivan Anderson, and Edwin Aguilar, who scored. On behalf of the entire team, Jose Armando Rodriguez, thank you and have a good night.
Un buen y salvo regreso a sus hogares.